June 6th, 1944. Before sunrise, thousands of Allied soldiers crossed the English Channel toward Normandy. Above them, aircraft filled the sky. Behind them, an enormous fleet moved toward the French coast. Waiting on the other side was Hitler's Atlantic Wall. Bunkers, artillery, mines, and defenses built to stop them. For 4 years, Nazi Germany had occupied much of Western Europe. France had fallen in 1940. Now, the Allies had one goal: return to continental Europe and open a Western front. But an invasion this massive needed ships, aircraft, intelligence, engineers, supplies, and perfect coordination. By 1944, more than 2 million Allied troops were in Britain, preparing for the invasion. On the night of June 5th, thousands of soldiers boarded their landing craft. There was no turning back. Some had trained for months. Others had waited years. Now they were heading toward the unknown. Across the channel, German soldiers waited behind concrete bunkers, watching the dark sea. But German commanders had been deceived. They expected the main invasion somewhere else. Then the weather turned. The planned June 5th invasion had to be delayed. Eisenhower faced an impossible choice: go now or risk losing the perfect opportunity. A narrow weather window appeared. Eisenhower decided. June 6th, D-Day. Before the beaches, the invasion began from the sky. Allied aircraft crossed into occupied France. Thousands of paratroopers prepared to jump behind German lines before dawn.
Stand in the door! Go!
Below them, Normandy disappeared into darkness as parachutes slowly descended toward the ground. Then dawn arrived. The empty horizon suddenly filled with ships. Nearly 7,000 naval vessels moved toward Normandy, carrying an entire invasion force. 5 beaches were targeted: Utah, Omaha, Gold, Juno, and Sword. At 6:30 a.m., American troops began landing at Omaha Beach. German defenses opened fire. The exposed beach quickly became one of the invasion's deadliest areas. But small groups of soldiers began pushing off the beach and moving inland. Engineers cleared obstacles. Units regrouped. Soldiers adapted as the plan collapsed around them. Meanwhile, Americans advanced from Utah, while British and Canadian forces pushed forward from the other beaches. The invasion was chaotic, but the Allies had achieved the impossible. They had secured a foothold in Normandy. But D-Day was only the beginning. The Normandy campaign would continue for months. Beyond the beaches, thick hedgerows and narrow roads turned every mile into a brutal struggle.
Hold it up. Watch the left flank.
The bridgehead grew. More troops, tanks, fuel, and ammunition poured into France. The Western Front was open. D-Day did not end the war, but it opened the road to victory. Sometimes history turns on years of preparation, and sometimes on a single morning.